Hello everyone, so this is going to be the first video that I'll be showing. So I got a 2-ton engine lift crane and I'm just going to be doing a product review on it as well as installing it. So I'm going to do the unboxing right now and see how everything goes. Alright, so one of the things, I got this off of Amazon. So one of the downsides to it is that it ships in 2 separate packages. So you have the main package right here and the small one right here for the actual base. So when it shipped, it was just a tracking number for the base plate that got here pretty quickly, and then the rest of it came a couple days later, and I actually had to message the seller on Amazon and asked them where the package was, and they sent me the additional tracking number for that. So the mix-up on Amazon doesn't really show that it's 2 packages. They have it on a product, which I'll show you guys in the link below. They tell you in very small detail that it comes in 2 packages, but they only give you the one tracking number through Amazon. So that's one downside to it, but the customer service was pretty helpful, so that's good. So we'll get started. So this is the base plate for it. So as you can see, it's powder coated red, pretty nice, pretty solid, sturdy. Whole thing bolts together pretty good. This is actually the first time I've taken any of this apart, so open it up. And packed quite a bit in here, obviously. It's about 100 pounds for the box, so pretty heavy. Comes with a little tiny instruction manual. Doesn't really show a whole lot. I'll start taking the pieces out. Some of the styrofoams did break, but overall everything is good so far. Like the wheels, all the bolts. So bolt package is pretty simple, put together. Wasn't a rip in there. I don't know if this one came out or if it's just laying in there flat, but hopefully all the stuff's together. So you guys might have noticed I keep dumping stuff like that. So on the first one, for the box for this base plate right here. So the box that came in, there was no padding or anything like that. Just cardboard box, just big enough to fit this. But for some reason, it had about 1 million of small black metal beads, either from like the packing company or something like that. It wasn't like they weren't put in there purposely. They weren't uniform or anything like that. So it got everywhere, and it's a pain. So this one doesn't look like it has any of them, just a whole bunch of packing on there. Last thing is the actual jack. Pretty beat up. Packaging wise, overall looks good. So we're back now. Went through, took everything out, laid it around where it's supposed to be. Did the inventory of the parts list here. And it looks like we may be missing one of the really small bolts. We'll have to see. I don't know exactly where that one goes yet. But it might have been a built-in extra one or not. But we'll see. We'll get as far as long as we can. Alright, so some of the, since you do have a lot of bolts, you can either do a ratchet or you can do a open-ended wrench, but decided to go with the ratchets. So the sizes that you're going to need are the 7/8, a 13/16, 3/4, 11/16, and a 14mm, as well as a 6mm Allen head key, and also a number 3 screwdriver bit, cross tip. So, alright, we'll get going and you watch me as I put together. So one of the main things here is that they have 3 different types of caster wheels, 2 big ones for the back, and then the same size ones for the fronts. The difference though is that in the middle right here, you have this long bar that sits on top of the well for it. They do have it cut out for it, but they're a recessed screws. So the screws are already in there, so I'm going to have to take those out and then have to screw them back in. Hey guys, so we're back again. So the camera actually died on me earlier. So as you can see, put it all together. It's working. So turns out wasn't actually missing a bolt. It just, the instructions were different than what actually happened or what was actually brought. So it's a newer version, just a different mount right here. So that bolt was already installed. So everything came with it, so that's always good. So it functions pretty well. So I got it set right now at the 1.5 ton mark, just because the lengthwise looks like it'd work out pretty well. So as you guys can see, I took off the intake manifold I had installed earlier, and I had the plate on there, so I'm about to lift this up so that I can actually rotate it and start working on it, take off the foot pegs, and put the oil pan on. So we'll do another video of me installing the oil pan, and that's how it goes. Hey everyone. Jacking up the engine block, so I'm going to remove these blocks right here, or the stands for it, and then I'm going to be installing the oil pan on there, and I'll go over the details of the oil pan that I have, kind of a trick setup on it. It's pretty nice. Got it from SpeedTech Performance. So overall, should be pretty good. I actually already prepped the bottom of the engine block for a week or so ago. So it already has the threaded studs into the bottom of the engine block. So should just have to push the oil pan up into there and then put the nuts on and screw it. It should be good. All right, so let's get going. So that's on. Rotate. Alrighty. So as you can see, I already have that on there. I'm gonna have to retake these off because I just got the new QuickTime Performance bell housing. So, and it actually has that plate that goes behind the flywheel, so I'm going to have to take the flywheel and the clutch back off and then install that together. And then all I have left to do is get the clutch actuator to purchase that. I'm going to do a video of me installing that, and then I can actually install the transmission into the engine block. So hopefully all that goes well. So I'll do a quick video later on discussing about the install of this. So this is actually the intake manifold for it with the fuel lines on it. It's pretty nice. So overall it was a pretty easy install, some difficulties in some areas, but overall wasn't too bad.